Hi there, Mario here, and I just wanted to say a few words on behalf of myself. These are my personal statements, not representing any group, about the situation that we're looking at here with the boycott of the AUDL. I also want to start off by saying, and I want to put this up front, I'll probably put it at the end too, that a lot of people have talked about what are the next steps, and I want to give everyone who's watching this a very tangible next step is get off of the internet, talk to another human being. I think that is the key ingredient to success here. Talk to someone in your community about this. Don't just text. You can text, that's great, but like actually have a conversation. Reach out to your AUDL owners in your community. Reach out to people who are more connected to this than you if you feel like you're a little disconnected, and actually have the conversations. Don't just read it about it. Don't just social media about it. Really dig in there and try to understand. And to do that well, you need to truly listen. You need to not have conclusions in your mind before you go into the conversation. And we all just need to have empathy. Before I say anything else, I want to acknowledge my own personal privilege. I am male, I'm white, and I think that is going to have some bias on what I say, but I just want to acknowledge that is something that I'm willing to own. Yeah, so I wanted to just talk about a little bit of the context for how we arrived at this moment. And some have said, wow, this is really coming out of nowhere, but for anyone who's been paying attention to the gender equity movement and Ultimate, they would be very familiar with some of the major actions that have happened in the past year. Specifically, last year, the Gender Equity Action Group, which I was a member of, I wasn't necessarily like the leader of that group, but the GEAG last year, which was made up of a lot of the same players who are now boycotting, that was the same group that, approached USAU with a community-wide petition and a statement of beliefs and said, hey, USAU, we know you're doing your best, but what you're doing right now isn't in line with us, the players. And we advocated for change in that avenue, and we talked with USA Ultimate. That group leadership from the GEAG talked to USA Ultimate in order to hopefully influence USA Ultimate in modifying their broadcast deal that they made. And they did. And it was, it wasn't everything that the players asked for, but overall, the effect was huge. The amount of support that the GEAG had was big, and the actual effect on tangibly affecting that media deal was noticeable. And that's exactly what we're trying to do here. Like, that was a group of players. It was a group of players advocating for change in the league that they participated in. This is the same thing. The AUDL boycott is the same thing. It's a group of players who, believe what they believe and have avenues to advocate for change in certain ways. And now we're doing that. So this isn't new. This topic isn't new. I know a lot of the community is saying, wow, this is so crazy. How is this happening? But like, this isn't a new issue. In fact, the gender equity issue has been, it's been a part of Ultimate for a really long time. And unfortunately, we haven't been listening to women enough along the way. And that's exactly the point of this.